Hey everybody, this is Steve and my good friend Max, who's here. Let's see. Hey, there's a good friend Max who's decided to be part of this video. And this is another episode of Keep 'em Rolling. This video is going to be two-part. It's going to be a little bit of channel update and a little bit of recent. Okay, dude, not the camera. Okay, not the camera. A little bit of channel update. So channel update. I want to begin by, dude, seriously, you know, you don't come see me all day, and then the moment I start this, you're here. Gotta love you, right? Anyways, channel update. I just want to begin by thanking all of you who have subscribed to my channel. I want to thank all of you who watch my videos. I want to welcome all the new subscribers. You guys don't know how much I truly appreciate all of you coming along for this ride. You know, I would shoot these videos regardless if I had subscribers or not, but having you as part of the experience really makes it that much more special. So thanks to all of you, or thank you to all of you. And then another channel update. If you are in the Southwest Michigan area this Saturday, there's going to be a military show. It's going to be held at the Wyoming National Guard Armory, which is located outside of Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's 1200 44th Street Southwest in Wyoming. And the show runs from 9 o'clock until 6 o'clock on Saturday. It's kind of a cool show in the sense of it's in the armory. It's a modern armory, but they have a fantastic display to the 32nd Division, or the Red Arrow Boys. They're going to be displays set up by exhibitors. I'm going to have a display myself. And then there's going to be stuff for sale. So I'll have a table with stuff for sale as well. And the cost is free. You can just show up and walk right in. They're trying to promote this show, and they're trying to promote the hobby of military collecting. And they figure that, you know, you guys not spending money on a door entry fee is more money that you may spend on your collection. So I think that's really cool. So if you're in the area, stop by. And if you stop by my table and you tell me that you're a subscriber or you watch the videos and you see something on my table that you like, maybe we can work out a special subscriber discount. So come see me, and if you can check out the show, come check out the show. So on with recent finds. Now, this happened a couple of weeks ago. I went to a big antique show that takes place every kind of fourth or last Sunday of the month during the summertime. And, you know, Max, that's really not there we go. That's a little better. And this was the last show for the season. And for some reason, they decided to do the show on a Saturday and a Sunday. Normally, it's just Sunday. And I didn't hear about it. The only way I knew it was going on was because they didn't do really any advertising. I found out from a dealer whom I know that told me that they were going to be there Saturday and asked if I was coming. So I went Saturday morning, bright and early, and there was nobody there. I mean, the show was there, the dealers were there, very, very few buyers, if you will. I think everybody just assumed it was going to be on Sunday, and they didn't show up. And what was so nice for me is I beat out all of the early bird people who get there right when the gate opens. They know what dealers to go to. They run in and they get all the good stuff. And they weren't there. Now, I will say one thing about the show. It was really lacking in militaria. The overall experience, the stuff wasn't that good, unfortunately. A lot of stuff that was extremely worn out, a lot of stuff that was rather overpriced, and just not a lot of stuff in general. You know, I think I counted maybe 5 or 6 things: a worn out musette bag, a Castro style hat from the 1960s, a pair of Navy deck pants. That's probably the best thing that I saw that I did not buy, was a pair of Navy deck pants. But there was one guy there that he deals in militaria. And I wouldn't call him a militaria dealer. He's more of a collector who's starting to kind of wind his collection down. You know, he's keeping the stuff he really likes, and he's getting rid of all that kind of extra stuff that he's collected over the years. And, you know, nice guy. And his stuff's all World War II, US, field gear, uniforms, and so forth and so on. So just a nice mixture, and it's all in fairly good condition. And his prices, they're not giveaway prices by any means, but they are more than fair, and he's willing to deal with you. So, he's not what I would consider your typical flea market military dealer who has the 10 SS helmets and the 150 Hitler Youth knives and so forth and so on. This guy's stuff is all original, it's all quality, and for the most part, all US. Okay, Kat, you know what? You're gonna have to move while I do this. Come on. Say goodbye to everybody. There you go. So, I got to his booth, and he said none of his regulars had shown up, and his thought was that they were all going to come on Sunday. So I got kind of first pick of what he had out, and he had some great stuff. So the first thing that caught my eye was this right here. Good old US World War II duffel bag. In fact, this one's got a real nice date on the inside, very clear. It is right here, Boyd, 1943. Just a nice duffel bag. It's ID'd, has the guy's name on it. But why I bought it, because I don't have one of these in my collection, I bought it because of the markings. Look here. It's got this 3-bar marking with the number. On the bottom of the bag, it has the same 3-bar and number. And what these are markings that were put on equipment, luggage, etc., that was going over to the European continent just after D-Day. I mean, we're talking in the hours and days following D-Day. And they marked the equipment like this to keep it secret. In other words, instead of putting unit markings on the bags, which could give the enemy maybe a heads up or give them intel that we don't want them to have, they put these markings on the bag that had kind of that Rosetta Stone. So you'd have to have the sheet that would tell you that this went to such and such infantry division and so forth and so on. And that way, if once again this fell into enemy hands, they couldn't use it to figure out what was going on, what units were where, and so forth and so on. So it was a way to keep things a little more secret. But like I said, I do not have one of these in my collection. Check your stuff. You may have items that are marked like this, and that's what it means. This stuff, when you say D-Day, people immediately think incredibly expensive, rare, and so forth and so on. No, I mean, these are out there. In fact, I was over at a friend's house following this, and we were talking about this bag, and he said, ooh, and he went down to his collection room, and sure enough, he had 2 bags with these markings on it that he never really looked into, and was like, wow, okay, that's kind of cool to know. So I picked up the duffel bag. Then I grabbed myself this right here. A beautiful enlisted man's visor cap. And what caught my attention with this is, first of all, the condition is just absolutely excellent. Sorry for the shadowing. Let's see if we can get some better light. Yeah, that'll work. The condition's excellent on it. I did bring it home and oil the visor and the chin strap and so forth and so on, but just in beautiful shape. I also liked it because the chin strap is incredibly narrow, and that indicates to me that this hat is probably pre-World War II. Most likely maybe 38, 39, 40, somewhere in there. If you also look on the inside, it's got an incredibly wide sweatband. It's got this huge sweat shield on the inside. It's very, very well made. And as the war progressed, these hats began to be made with cheaper materials. The workmanship wasn't as good. This hat is exceptionally made, exceptionally well made. The buttons on it are screw buttons, which is also kind of unique instead of the kind of poke with the prongs. So that's a little bit more high end. So just overall a beautiful cap. Another thing about it is it's huge. I have a massive head, and I'm always looking for pieces of headgear that will fit me, and this is one that fits me. I do not have an enlisted man's visor cap that fits my head. So that was a delight to pick that up. Now, the final thing that I took away from this booth was one of those things that I saw, and you kind of do that, should I do it, should I not do it? And I am glad that I did. And what I picked up was this right here. Look at the condition of this helmet. This is not a reproduction. This is not a repaint. That's original, ladies and gentlemen. It's front seam, it's swivel bail. It has the most gorgeous liner that I have ever seen. Let me pop it out here. Check out this liner. Once again, this has not been painted. If you look at the inside, see, look at the shine on the inside of this liner. It is so clean. It is so beautiful. It's got the original nape strap, dated 1943, 44, something like, I can't remember the exact date on the strap. Let's see if I can find it here. 1944. So the nape strap's 1944. The sweatband is a wartime sweatband, 1943. Just an absolute beautiful. The helmet liner itself is mine safety appliance, so it's a wartime liner. And then the helmet, oh, I should also point out that inside of this, the officer put his name. He's a lieutenant colonel, and he wrote his name on the webbing. It's just gorgeous. And then the shell, as I said, it's got some abrasion, and it does have a little bit of kind of rust marks here in the front. But when you look inside, like I said, front seam and swivel bail. When you look inside here, you can see the large S there for Schluter. So it's a Schluter lid. I couldn't believe it when I saw it sitting there. He said that he had gotten it a few years ago and just really never did anything with it and felt it was time to move it on. The only thing it's missing is the leather liner sweatband, not sweatband, chin strap. So that is something that I have on my list for this upcoming show, or, you know, for the show of shows, to find a nice, authentic one. I know they cost a lot of money, unfortunately, but that'll be the thing that will complete this helmet. Now, as far as costs go, remember, from this dealer, I got the beautiful enlisted man's visor cap. I got the duffel bag, duffel bag with D-Day markings. And I picked up this incredible helmet. Now, let me tell you, on this helmet, he had $240 for this helmet. That's, you know, a good chunk of change. He told me not to worry about the price, that we would work something out. So for the helmet, the hat, and the duffel bag, he sold everything to me for $200. I could not believe it. I mean, I felt that the liner alone in this helmet was worth a good chunk of change, but to get the whole helmet plus the hat plus the duffel bag for $200 was just a wonderful, wonderful score. And it just goes to show, ladies and gentlemen, that stuff is still out there. You know, I talk about this all the time. You know, when you watch these videos, it can become frustrating where you see stuff that other people are buying and you're thinking, gosh, I just can't find any of it. Keep looking. You know, I went to the show and, like I said, there was really nothing else there. But this guy just happened to have it. I just happened to time it right. You know, there was no magic, nothing else involved. And I walked away with some wonderful, wonderful items. This stuff is still out there. It just, you know, don't become discouraged, okay? Just please don't become discouraged, because you will find the treasures. So, on that note, if you can come to the military show, I would love to see you there. I'm going to do some filming there, so the next video will be a probably show pickup combination, show footage, and we will just take it from there. So, everyone, this is Steve, reminding all of you to keep them rolling.